Hello YouTube, Jack Lazarus here, and I thought I'd give you a deck profile. I've needed something to distract myself for a couple of days, so I thought I'd build a deck and just play around with it, see what I think of it. And I decided to play Archfiends. I have a lot of the cards in real life, and it's something that I've been trying to pick some of the stuff up for, because I like some of it. It tested pretty well, not gonna lie, and I'll just get onto the deck and show you. I play three Archfiend Emperor, one Empress, one Vanity's Fiend because you can normal summon it with the trap card, and well, it's just good. 3 Cavalry, 3 Chameleon, 2 Trance Archfiend. I was originally only going to play 3, but I cut it down to 2 because I hate drawing this card sometimes. 2 Tour Guide, 3 Trick Archfiend, and 2 Effect Veiler. That's 20 monsters, as you can see. I play 10 spells: Allure, Dark Hole, 2 MST, 2 Lance, 2 Falling Down, and 2 Archfiend Palace. Palace is an odd card. It's good and it's bad at the same time. Sometimes it doesn't do anything other than just give you a 500 attack boost, but sometimes, you know, if you've got, like, say you've got one of these on the field and I drop a Tour Guide into a trick, I can target this guy with the field spell. I can target this guy, banish the Tour Guide, and summon another one from deck, so I'll have roughly 7-5 on the board. In fact, that's not roughly, that's exact, with those 3 monsters. Onto the traps: 1 Bottomless, 2 Mirror Force, 1 Torrential, 3 Archfiend's Roar because it's amazing, 2 Dimensional Prison, and 2 Sinister Yorishiro. This card is actually really good. I see people not playing it, and it just surprises me because it's stupidly sick. The ability to I won some of the games because I flipped this, then you normal summon a 3000 beta, and you're like, oh look, this is insane. Or you summon him, or you can just, what I do, like, flip normal summon Vanity's Fiend. They can't special summon, and all you do is normal summon your guys, so it's just fantastic. So that's the main deck, 41 cards as always. Extra deck: Crimson Blader, Scrap Dragon, Thought Ruler, Archfiend. It's an Archfiend card. And it works with all the support. It's also dark as well, not that really makes a difference in this deck. Stardust, 2 Black Rose, 1 Ancient Fairy, King of the Feral Imps to search Chameleon, Diamond Dire, Maestro, which becomes huge under Palace, Lavable Chain, best exceed in the extra deck because you can just dump this to the grave and get a free search at any point. This becomes a Stratos, basically. Or a head, I don't know, Stratos, I think. Daggers to Emerald, Levier the Sea Dragon, Zen Mains, and Fortune Tune. These 2 are the best exceeds in the extra deck purely because they both trigger trick effects. You can tour guide into trick into both of these, and then when you detach from the trick, you know, that'll be, you'll get tricks effects. It was sent by a card effect. So that's the main deck, and I will give you a couple of games now just to see how well the deck's tested. So I figured I'd start with the first game. I'm going to show you like 3 games. I figured I'd start with the first one I played, which was against Vampires. The first game I ever played with this deck, pretty much, or with this build anyway. I have some experience against Vampires, so I was like, oh, you know, this will be fine. See, I thought that was a Vampire Sorcerer in the beginning, so I was like, I don't really want to make any plays. I haven't opened particularly well. I've opened alright, but I don't know. I opened okay, I guess. Just fail of the Tour Guide. See, I was surprised that it couldn't attack. I thought it wouldn't be able to attack because of its effect. Maybe it was just because it was effects and it was negated. I can't think of a similar type monster with that effect, but yeah. Okay, so I got another Roar. I choose the Dark Hole at this point because I thought I'd just push for a bit of damage, just to put some pressure. I didn't think, like, I know Vampires don't have a lot of, I know they don't play many hand traps or anything, and I know that they're not particularly fast, so I figured the more damage I put on at this point, the better off I'll be, and you know, I can basically clear his field and leave us on equal card advantage. Well, equal-ish. He's got a +2 on me at this point, which I don't even know how he's got a +2 on me. I guess the Veiler, the -1 from the Veiler. See, Book of Lives me at this point, and I think that, I don't know if this actually works. I thought that taking away the only target engraved would have Book of Life, or Book of Life would fizzle, but, you know, apparently not. Apparently it still resolves even if the target's gone from the grave. If that, I mean, that seems legit, I don't know. But I misplayed with that because I should have just let him pop, because I could have then dropped my, let him take my thing, let him Book of Life, then he'll kill my monster and I'll just get it straight back to hand and I'll have Lance and the Archfiend die. It's looking really bleak for me at this point. You know, any monster is pretty much, if he can summon another monster, it's pretty much game. But no, he decides to take my Genesis. I'm at 3-5. You know, shit happens, and then this is the funniest top deck I've ever had, and I feel so bad for my opponent because he played it relatively well, and I misplayed a couple of times, or I didn't play it particularly well. Top deck, and resolution. I now control an Archfiend. Attack the game. Wow, you don't really get much sackier than that for a first game. I then went on to play Gimmick Puppets, which I misplay against, but I think I'll just show you. I think I'll show you Psychics, because you know I think Psychics are probably a better deck to watch than Gimmick Puppets. And this game actually showcases Sinister Yoroshiro. As you can see, I've opened 2 of them, so it's all right. Can't really do anything on that first turn. You know, I have no idea what I'm playing at this point. So, and I draw Empress, and that's just sickening. I think the fact I can normal summon a 2/9 beta. See, I attack into which I kind of had to. I didn't know what was there, and you know, obviously draw, stand my face. If you look at his hand, apart from the random teleport, he seems to pretty much have the nuts, or a really good hand, as opposed to my meh hand. And I was really surprised he didn't take my monster and just like killed it with that. I was fully expecting him to take my Empress with Jumper and just normal summon him and Synchro. Instead he does it that way, so triggers that effect. At this point I'm so happy because I need my laptop. I take his Magical Android. Magical Android in hindsight was the best monster I could have taken. Not in hindsight, just in general, because I get 600 life back, and during the standby phase I lose 800. So I always get life back, which is pretty cool. See, my opponent misses a really golden opportunity here to block some cards. He could have blocked Mirror Force and Deep Prison and just like general defensive traps, but instead he chooses not to, which I think was a massive misplay on his part. Oh, he has Psychic Trigger as a backer. I was about to say, what is his backer? I can't remember, but it's not looking good for him. I could actually play. This is the only time I've ever thought I could play Tempo in the main deck. But I was like, I actually potentially misplayed. I could have won this turn. Looking at it now, I could have targeted the Empress, banished the Tour Guide, summoned the Emperor, popped the Utopia, and attacked with everything for game. But you know, I didn't really think of that at the time. This is my 4th game playing, so I think I did quite well. Now he can take control back. Well, no, he really can't take control back, but he could have MST'd he MST's the Yoroshiro when he should have MST'd the Falling Down and taken his monster back. At least that way he could have done something. But he still leaves me with a Magical Android, so you know, whatevs. Again, I keep missing the opportunity to use the Archfiend field spell. I could get out of, you know, a High Priestess, an Archfiend's Emperor at any point here. I could just banish my level 4 guy. It's going to bring out the Emperor one day anyway. So I choose not to attack the Witch. I thought I'd just leave with the field eye, because they can't really do much with 2 witches. and since it comes in the standby phase, I can just kill it next turn. Or, you know, since it comes in the standby phase, I can kill 2 of his monsters next turn and then attack with something else for game. See, Chrononaut, I need to read this. Detach next to material. Oh, okay, that's why. I thought if you could just attach it, so it would be destroyed by a card effect. I didn't know it had to be targeted by battle first, so that's why I was thinking of Deprison Mirror Force, but when you attack the other guy, you have to Mirror Force it. Zombie? Yeah, zombie. I'll show zombies, and then I might do an extra game. This is already 10 minutes. This is a quick game, so it's a quick and decent game, and I don't open amazing in this hand. I open okay. I open pretty well. I throw cavalry just to the wolves to see what he does. He makes a very unusual opening play to me, because I wouldn't make this play turn 1. I've played zombies for a while, but I really wouldn't make a play like that, like Gaia Knight. I get he recycled one of his, I think it was a Mizuki back, but you know, he does this, and it's like Gaia Knight first turn with a 5 to 6 card hand just isn't nice for my opponent, especially that he's now at a -1 thanks to the Fool's Burial. See, I don't know if this was the right call. I didn't have Thought Ruler and Archfiend in my extra deck for this. I was playing Dark End for some reason. It was only till after I finished testing that I was like, you know, I forgot this card was in here. Yeah, at this point it's like I make Crimson Blader thinking, you know, he could make anything on his turn. Any synchro. I'd rather he make an Exceed than synchro. He top decks like one of the few out. He top decks a really good out to Crimson Blader, which I wasn't seeing. Which I didn't. Oh, actually, I wasn't seeing. I didn't see coming. I thought this is set. I was like, it's probably a Pyramid Toe, or if at worst a Raikou. But you know that he hits that, which kind of sucks because that Blader would have been so helpful. See, I'm slightly confused why he didn't drop his Trag now. Like, he could have dropped his Trag probably then, and it would force me to do something different than this. I mean, this is why Larval Chain was amazing. Because Larval Chain now goes off, and you know, I've replaced it. I've now got a Genesis Archfiend or Archfiend Emperor to do shit with. So he goes Zombie Master. He makes, like, he drops his Zombie Master, makes Larval Chain, and I know he does pretty much the same play I made, except for the fact he should have pushed, like, banished one of his cards, one of his Mizukis with a Goblin Zombie or something. At least that way the Mirror Force didn't hurt so much. But he doesn't make a play. I don't understand why he's not making plays. This is the thing. Like, he could have made so many different plays, and you know, this now I'm getting a free search, which is insane. You know, that's a free plus. I don't even know. I don't think it's a +1. Might be. I can't remember. So I make this entire play. I should have Tour Guide in hindsight. I should have dropped the Tour Guide. Now he drops the Trag, and I'm like, okay, you didn't really need to drop a Trag then. You kind of wasted your Trag. But I lose my guy, and then on his turn, this is what really confuses me. Looking at his hand, instead of setting the Spirit Reaper, why didn't he drop a Mizuki into a pyramid? Drop a Mizuki into Goblin Zombie, Lone Fire into Spore, and then Synchro, and then he could have like summoned 2 level 8 level 5 and level 8 Synchro to hit me. Instead, he set a Spirit Reaper, and I summoned Vanity's Fiend, to which now he can't make any plays. You know, he's very stuck with plays, and I have the out to Reaper in my hand with Archfiend's, whatever it's called, falling down. Even then, top decking Urashira then was still quite nice. It means I could top deck any big guy and just summon it straight to the field. You can see MST, doesn't really matter. I think I blind MST, I MST at the end phase, and that's game. That's just game. It doesn't matter what I top deck. I can just falling down and that's it. So yeah, so that was the deck in action. Thank you very much for watching. This is nearly 15 minutes. Crap. So anyway, I'm going to do a couple more videos soon. I need to take my mind off life, so I'll be doing a lot more YouTube content. Rate, comment, subscribe, do whatever what the hell you do on YouTube, and maybe see you soon. Right. Laters.